Hi everyone. Just a reset up for the very beginning of our journey. Yeah, as we now in the full control of the project, I think we can easily move on to the real topics today. So, what I wanted to tell you today is how we relaunch one of our insurance products and what it give us in the radical stages when we just relaunch it from the very beginning. A little word about myself. I've been working in IT for the last, I guess, 10 years. I've been working in, well, mostly it was about e-commerce and food tech technologies, and so also I have a pretty long history with the automotive industry in Arrival. I guess someone from you might know this ex-beloved company of us. So, shortly speaking, today we're going to talk about the home insurance itself at its core, and then I will set why we were in need of those changes, what we have been done recently, and what outcomes we actually get from the process. First of all, we have two types. It's just a setup. We have two types of the home insurance, one from the owners and one from the tenants. By saying tenants, I mean that is liability for someone who are renting out their apartment, villas, if we're talking about Doha, and stuff like that. And at the moment, we are not talking about the owner liability because it's quite complicated to make it fully online, and we are only, in the phase of preparing this as the product. Little question for you, little warm-up. Maybe how do you feel about the home insurance itself? What could it possibly bring to your life as the outcomes? Security, yep. Compensation, yeah, okay. What was? Medication prices, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, thank you very much. So, for me personally, I guess that, insurance, the home insurance is, strictly about the security, about feeling secure, about staying somewhere. And of course, it might be cynic to say, but we could not take it off the table that home insurance is almost always necessary to get a loan from the bank to buy something in terms of real estate. So talking about us, we have 12 different covers, revised by 6 different add-ons, and the compensation up to 1 million Qatari riyals, which is approximately 350K USD dollars, something like that, for the tenants. It is comprehensive, and it protects your personal belongings and furniture from the thefts, fire, accidental damage like kids or pets or anything, any other beautiful creatures around your flat. Yeah. So, talking about the case itself. So we had a pretty beautiful flow. It was divided by the very logical steps, but the case it was kind of frustrating, it might be, because there were too many steps along the way. As you might see here, the numbers, sections, something, which led us actually to that we had up to 14 steps that they were needed before people even get to the point when we told them how much money we want to take from their pocket. Initial total CR2 payment was 2%, and median time to get through all these flow steps was something around 8 minutes. Yeah. So So what we realized that there is kind of a problem because 2% of a conversion rate is nothing you could easily be proud of. And then we decided to take some steps to do something around it. And we start with what most teams always start, and we just try to reorganize the flow in some way, just to make it easier, make it more organizable, to do well. Yeah, it really was to do something. Like here, you can see that there's two different screens, and we combine them into one step. We did it a lot of times. So there was a part of the flow I showed later that could be up to 9 different screens, and we combine it into one particular screen, and so on, blah blah blah. But the case was that after we count that we would spend somewhere around 4, maybe even 5 weeks of the dev cycle to test it out, that it might be that the potential outcome is not something that we are looking for. Because the only number that we could calculate at this point that we could erase somewhere around 30 to 35% of the flow completion time. And after this, we make a choice between two, easy options, actually. So the first one was making it the way how I guess many of the people here in the audience are used to, like setting some changes, going forward with the A/B test, some test, ABC test, add test, doing a lot of activities without the clear understanding of what additional positive sides we have bring to those people, which our customers. And the other way, what I thought about at the moment was to just look around and rethink the whole thing from the scratch, because, if you are at some kind of a low point, maybe it is easier to just to take a step forward. And the other thought that I have was that we were just solving the problem wrong. We were not solving the wrong problem, so the problem was clear. We do not get enough money from the product. But the way how we thought about this might be wrong. So, talking about the steps itself, what we've been around. So the first one is look around. It's, I guess these times it's pretty much easier. You're just looking for a lot of reports. You're looking for a lot of, you call it quantitative data, Wikipedia sheets, something else, maybe journals, maybe something, maybe ChatGPT also, or stuff like Perplexity, blah, 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 to find your direct and indirect other companies who are in the market and who are doing quite the same stuff as you did, and just their see through the way how they've been selling their product, trying to understand why they made one decision or other, maybe how it depends on the market, how it depends on the product and the product and requirements they do have for the customers. We really, I see them all, global markets, MENA markets, Italy, USA, all of them. Yeah. And the other point is look for your users' feedback, try to find catch points, like one of the, most touchable feedback that I have seen with my eyes was one man sent us a message that the insurance is great, everything is fine, I made a purchase, blah, 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 but at some point I just find myself being lost. because it's quite complicated product and you are not just telling nothing about the product along the way. Well, we write down everything. We just, well, think about, okay, we can work with that. Three major points here, that it should be either a short flow or a callback form, and that's it. And then you can just easily pass it to the customer service or sales manager or something, because it's a complicated product. And if you are not able to sell it easily, well, maybe you are not, well, taking this the opportunity. Then there should be a lot of explanations along the way, because, as I've been said, 12 covers, 6 add-ons. It is in total 18 different insurance products, which is completely, well, ununderstandable for the people. We have a privacy policy for this insurance, like 40 pages or so. It's just not possible to read for one person. And the first one was that we should mostly focus on the web UI, because for us it was something around 80 to 20% via web traffic and mobile web traffic, and it is something like that for all the markets around the globe. It just depends in a matter of well, a couple percent. Then we started to rethink what we could do. We checked on the system side, what steps could we erase from the flow? What steps could be really reinitiated? At what point of time we had to, well, request something from the back, send something to the back, get something to the back, blah, blah, blah. Just preparation stuff. And the third point here about the web UI, perfectly timed for us. We did know that at the same moment of time as we've been working on this, QAC has started to launch the design system as the new, well, it's a new rebranded Real Ignite, and already totally in web components out there. If someone from you is interested about UI and stuff like that, you could check the talk from Alex Losif, our lead designer, about the design system. It's also on YouTube. It was in Barcelona meetup, I guess, the very well end of last year. And the next step, you should consider that try to spend as least time as you can building a first prototypes of your new idea. Do not, well, looking forward to make it beautiful, or everything should be right, or every step should be counted, text, blah, blah, blah. Just, just do something to make a point that the idea should be on the table next to you. You should just fix all the details that you have understood so far from your discovery stage. Imagine like you already have a working product and you have a lot of people who have been in touch with that lately. Then on the next step, you have a prototype, you have an old flow and new flow. And at this stage, you could come to people and talk to them about, are these changes available for them? Are they do something for them and their lives? For example, you could talk to people who have sent you 1-star reviews on the Gmaps, or maybe just to pass to your customer service talking that they did not understand anything. Then we have those people, like people who've been renewing their insurance for 5 years, 6 years, 7 years without asking any questions. Most beautiful customers to any insurance company, to be honest. But when you have customers like that, you always should talk to them about if we will change something in that, would this will be still be available for you? And are we still changing your lifetime. And ask people around you about the insanity level that you have. Actually, at this stage, after talking to all of those people and making those feedback loops, you should be at the point when it is already complete, actually. As I said, quite fast recap: new home insurance, user flow, team alignment, system analysis, some data, and the hypothesis itself. This is actually what we came up at the end with. We rebuilt the flow for the architectural clearness. We set all the fields that are necessary to complete the flow in the one particular screen. Most importantly, we heard our customers that we should talk to them more as we did before. And we did even more talks here, as you might see. This is actually a covers. We understand that only one cover is really depends. It really make a difference for the price, and other ones are just being an informational one. Here you can see the whole structure. Now it's only 5 screens to complete the purchase. You tell us about yourself, you tell us about the property you're renting out, we're telling you how much money we will pay you, maybe, if you will get into some kind of trouble. Then you decided to get or not to get some more additional covers, and then it's done. That's pretty much it. So the whole process took us 6 weeks. 7 people, but not all of them were working all the full time. Some of them were just a part of the project. And 4 steps before the payment. In comparison with what we had at the very beginning here, it was we now have 3+ minutes to complete the flow, median time. CR to payment has been grown from 2 to 7%. To the final step of the flow with the completeness rate of all the fields is now 22%, and we have raised twice a number of steps of the flow. So the final thirds. Never wait too long. When the structure of the product is wrong and you see it at the first glance from the sales, a bold change is sometimes cheaper than delaying with the trying to reconstruct something or change something. Your changes, all of your changes should be visible. We walked all of our stakeholders, and by stakeholders I mean people from the company and our customers, through the why, not just the what. And that brought us alignment that we have understand that people are now capable of got the idea of the insurance before they being asked to pay something. Test relentlessly all the time. We didn't ship blind. Small batches, fast feedback. It should be a life cycle through this whole journey. And start from zero with courage. We didn't patch, we deleted, we have things rebuilt, and that might take guts and trust with the team. It's kind of a team building test or something like that. Yeah, and the most important thing here, radical doesn't mean reckless. So we were not chasing novelty just to build a new product around some product that we already have. We were chasing clarity, to be clear with the people to sell something, and to the people we are showing ads, to the people we're trying to buy their time for us. That's pretty much it from my side.